Hello everyone, welcome back to Tech Bits with Aniket. In today's video, we are learning about how to take full line input and output and handle multiple inputs and outputs in C++. This is essential for beginner programmers like me. So let's get started. Let's begin with full line input in C++. By default, Cin reads only until the first space that we saw in our last video. But what if we need to read an entire sentence? For that, we use getLine. Uh, it can By using getLine, we can read entire input. With getLine, we can take an entire sentence as input, including spaces. So let's get started. First, we need to mention header files at the beginning of the code. We need to declare them because header files in C++ contains predefined functions and classes that helps in performing specific operations like input, output, string manipulation, or other mathematical operations, etc. By including them at the beginning of the program, we ensure that the compiler knows about these functions or classes before they are used in the code. So there will be no complication or confusion while compiling the code. Each header file contains function declarations that we can use without defining them by ourselves. For example, IOStream used for C in or C out. Here we are declaring two libraries. One is IOStream and second one is string. Uh, we learned about the IOStream in previous video. The second one is the string library. String library allows us to use the string class to handle the text from the code. Then after that, we are declaring using namespace std. Uh, that also we looked in the previous video. I'm explaining in short. The std namespace contains many standards in C++ functions and classes like cout, cin, string, etc. Without this line, we could have to write a standard colon colon cout for cout, standard colon colon cin for cin, or standard colon colon string for string function, and it is declaring each time. It will be very hectic, and code is our code will be looking ugly. So using namespace at the starting, we save our lots of time. After that, main function. Every C++ program must have a main function. This is where the program starts executing. After that, we declared string variables. Uh, Full line is a string variable that will store the user's input. Unlike character arrays, the string class in C++ is a dynamic and easier to use. Don't forget about the semicolon, otherwise it will throw error. After that, displaying the message using cout. Cout means console output. A console output prints the message, enter the full line of text that we mention in double inverted comma. This prompts the user to enter the sentence. After that, get line in bracket cin comma full line. Taking full line input, in C++ reads the entire line of the text, and here the spaces are also included. Unlike C input variables, which stops at spaces that we saw in our previous video, get line reads everything until enter is pressed. So it will take as an input from start to end. The next step is displaying the input. For that, we use console output, and after that we mention here display message you entered. Then we are storing that input to the full line, and we end the line after that. So cout prints what the user entered. For example, if you entered hello world, this is a C++ program, then whole sentence will be displayed in the terminal and it will be stored in full line. And end line ensures that the output moves to the next line. And at the end, return 0. The main function returns 0, indicating the program executed successfully. Otherwise, the compiler cannot able to compile the program and error will be shown on the display, that is something is wrong. Extremely sorry, we forgot about the angle brackets to use in the string. Angle brackets are used when including standard library headers. For example, angle bracket IOStream. Using that, we tell the compiler to look for the file in system libraries, not in the local directory. Now our code is looking fine. Let's run that program. Yeah, it start compiling. Now let's see in the terminal. Yeah, it is showing enter full line of text. We can type input in the terminal. I'm typing today is a very lucky day for me. And then enter. Let's see. Yeah, look here. Here it is displaying the message you entered that we mentioned in our code. It took all the inputs, considering the space means it took from today to the full stop. So our program executed successfully. Now let's take multiple input in one line. For example, we want two numbers. We can use console input like this: integer number one, number two. Console output, we are displaying the message enter two numbers. Then console input number one, number two using right shift. Then at the end, console output, and your input will be showing with message you entered, and then number one, then display message and then number two, and end the line. And at the end, obviously there is return 0. So let's run the code. Now in the terminal, there is a message, enter two numbers. I'm typing 10, enter 20. Oops, I have not give the space uh, before and after the and. So that is the problem here. Yeah, let's give the space before and after and let's run again that code. This time I'm typing 10 space 20 in the terminal. Yeah, now it displaying correctly. You entered 10 and 20. So this program is also executed successfully. In this, we saw how to take multiple input in one line. If you found this video useful, please like, share, and subscribe for more C++ content. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. And please comments below if you have any questions or suggestions so I can improve my videos. See you in the next time. Happy coding.